Welcome back to JandJPickEm. My name is Josh. Last week I went 10-3.
Let's go.
Only 3 losses. That's another week of double-digit wins. My overall record is 143-65. And you already know my slogan. When we get double-digit wins, you get double-digit wins. And when you get double-digit wins, you win your pick'em.
My name is Juan. Last week I went 9-4, and my overall record is 136-72. Like Josh said, another week of double-digit wins. One more thing, we're so close to hitting 3K subscribers.
Yes, sir.
So make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into our Week 15 picks.
Let's go. For Thursday Night Football, we have the Rams versus Niners. And honestly, this is going to be a really good matchup.
Great division matchup.
Dude, the Rams played amazing against the Bills last week. But the one thing I will say about the Rams, dude, their defense looked pretty bad. Josh Allen was doing whatever against them. But Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, I know we say this every week, but come on, dude. They both got a touchdown. They're balling out, and they're playing amazing right now. As for the Niners, they beat the Bears. And honestly, like, the Bears aren't that great of a team. So it's kind of expected for them to win. But I like how the Niners are playing now. Brock Purdy, I did see him go to the floor, but I think he's going to play. Isaac Guerrero, I think he might be out. But honestly, anyone could be running back on that team. I think Taylor's going to be the starting running back, but I don't care who's in
they need to put in Debo as a running back.
Honestly, Debo needs a bigger role in that team. But honestly, I got the Niners winning this matchup, bro. They're playing in Levi's. This is a division matchup. They lost the first time they played. They want revenge, and the Niners are going to win.
Yeah, for this one, honestly, it's a great division matchup. Every time these teams meet, we know it's going to be a great game.
100%.
But for this one, I'm going to go with the Rams.
Yeah, not
Both
surprised.
teams are playing for a playoff spot right now, and I think the Rams are the hot team. Matthew Stafford, he's been playing really good.
He did.
With his receivers right now, Cooper Kupp and Puka. They've been on fire. The only problem is Brock Purdy and George Kittle. That connection is unstoppable.
Woo.
I would say probably, one of the top
duos out there?
top duos right now.
Yeah.
And if you let them get hot, they're gonna
be dangerous.
You know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
George Kittle, he always finds a way to get open, and if he gets behind those cornerbacks, it's gonna be game over.
Yeah, let us know who you guys got winning down below. For our next matchup, we have the Commanders versus the Saints. And honestly, I think this should be an easy matchup. I got the Commanders winning. They're coming off their bye. They're healthy. Terry McLaurin, amazing wide receiver. He's balling out, super consistent this year. And as for the Saints, Derek Carr, most likely out for the season. He's not going to be playing this game. And honestly, everyone's taking a drop down on this team because of that. Alvin Kamara, he might not do as well. And if MVS is your best wide receiver, you're not going to win games, man. So I don't got much to say. I think this is a very easy matchup. I got the Commanders winning this game.
Yeah, like you said, there's nothing much to say. The Commanders, they should be able to come out with an easy win. Yeah. There's no way they lose this game. Alvin Kamara, I feel like that's their only weapon right now.
Literally,
and for the Commanders, all season, balling out, they're fresh, they're healthy, coming off the bye. They should be able to get an easy win. Yeah. Maybe take out their starters by the fourth quarter, No, honestly, this is going to be an easy game for them. The running backs are going to take over. And McLaurin, we already know he's been doing his thing. Jaden Daniels balling out every week. This should be an easy week for the Commanders.
Yeah, we both got the Commanders winning this matchup.
Yep, they got 2 bye weeks back to back.
For our next matchup, we have the Chiefs versus the Browns. Honestly, the Chiefs, they're not looking good this year, but they always end up winning. We say it every week. Don't bet against the refs. Don't bet against witchcraft or any of this Satan stuff happening, bruh. I don't know what they're doing in Arrowhead, bruh, but keep doing it because it's winning you guys games. And honestly, Mahomes isn't playing that great, but he still finds a way to win every week. And the Chiefs are going to do the same thing this week. I got the Chiefs winning just because every week they're doing something to win. I feel like Pacheco's going to do a lot better in the running game. And someone in the receiving game has to do a lot better, though. And I feel like it's going to be Kelsey this week. As for the Browns, Jameis Winston, bruh, he's Jameis Winston. This guy threw 2 picks, 2 touchdowns, and he's always going to do the same thing. So I expect a high-scoring game because Jameis Winston is going to throw a lot of touchdowns. But at the end, I expect Travis Kelce, Mahomes, and the Chiefs to come back and win this game.
Yeah, for this one, honestly, I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
You have to.
We say this every week. Stop going against the refs. Come on. The Browns, they should be able to keep it close. The Chiefs, they proved every week that no matter what, they're not going to cover that spread.
They're always going to be in there, too.
You know that. Make sure to consider that.
That is very true.
They don't cover that spread. But for this one, Jameis Winston, interceptions, they're going to happen. This is going to be a high-scoring game. James Winston, he's going to be airing it out. Yeah. And I expect Jerry Jeudy to have a great game. But
he's doing
the
amazing.
Chiefs, don't bet against them. We already know what's going to happen last minute. Something's going to happen. If you look close in that last kick, you can see like some lady with an egg, a piece of Mahomes' hair. So I've seen it. Make sure not to bet against the Chiefs. Chiefs are getting the win. Come on. We see it every week.
Chiefs are winning this matchup. For our next matchup, we have the Bengals versus the Titans. The Titans didn't play good at all against the Jaguars. They only put up 6 points. Will Levis, you say it every week, he comes up clutch in the fourth quarter, right?
Yeah.
To lose the game. Dude, this guy played horrible. Tony Pollard actually had a great game. He had over 100 yards, I think. Calvin Ridley, I feel like he should do a lot better, especially against the Bengals defense. That's the one thing about the Bengals. Their defense is horrible, dude, especially their secondary. I feel like Calvin Ridley is going to have a great game against them, but I still got the Bengals winning this matchup because Jamar Chase, dude,
always open.
Always open. He's the number one receiver in the league, in my opinion. Joe Burrow had over 300 yards. Their offense is amazing. If their defense could get some turnovers, some sort of stops, I feel like they're going to win this game. But I got the Bengals winning because Joe Burrow's going to have a great game with Jamar Chase.
Yeah, for this one, I'm going to go with the Bengals as well. They showed the curse is over. They're finally winning games. And the Titans, they can get close, almost win that game, and we already know Will Levis is going to mess it up at the end. Choke. And, yeah, I'm never going with the Titans if they have Will Levis. The Bengals should be able to get an easy win.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase, always open. Brown, he's going to, help out that team.
Chase Brown is doing really good, dude.
And, I feel like the receivers for the Bengals, Joe Burrow, obviously he always has Jamar Chase, but his other receivers have been stepping up.
Yeah.
And, for that reason, come on, the Bengals should be able to get an easy win. There's no way Will Levis comes up clutch. That's not happening. Bengals are getting the win.
Yeah, we both got the Bengals winning this matchup. For our next matchup, we have the Dolphins versus the Texans. I think this is going to be a really good matchup.
Great matchup.
Tua Tagovailoa has been playing amazing these past 4 weeks. I like how he's playing. Tyreek Hill finally had a great game. Jalen Waddle almost had 100 yards. Achane had a touchdown, not too many rushing yards, but he's always going to have a great game, especially in the receiving game. As for the Texans, coming off a bye week, Nico Collins is amazing. I feel like Tank Dell has to get a better role in this team. They need 2 really great wide receivers to do good for them to win. Joe Mixon, honestly, I thought Joe Mixon was going to have a horrible season after he left the Bengals, but he's doing amazing with the Texans. And CJ Stroud, he's the key. He's the X factor for the Texans to win. I feel like he's been very inconsistent. Sometimes he's been really good or really bad. So for the Texans to win, he has to ball out. But I'm going to go with the upset, man. Give me the Miami Dolphins. I like how Tua's playing. Their offense is amazing. Jono Smith is going to have a great game, too. I got the Dolphins winning this matchup.
Yeah, for this one, it's going to be a great matchup. The Texans, they're trying to stay in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Dolphins are trying to sneak in. Mm-hmm. And for that reason, I'm going to go with the Dolphins. Tua hasn't been turning the ball over. And, that's great. He's been able to take care of the ball.
He has.
Not turn it over, get the ball to his receivers. Tyreek Hill, finally over 100 yards.
Yep.
It's about time. Tua,
finally.
He has to use his key players. He has Tua. He has Tyreek.
Jalen
Waddle, come on. H.A. needs to do his part. I know he did get hurt, but come on. I feel like that's a player that this team really needs to rely on.
100%.
And he needs to come in clutch. For the Texans, Joe Mixon, he's been doing his thing every week.
Good.
I expect the Texans to honestly keep this close. This gonna be a game that comes down to the last drive. Last possession. Whoever has the ball, maybe a last minute field goal, but this is gonna be a great game.
This is gonna be a crazy game, but we both got the Dolphins winning this matchup. For our next matchup, we have the Ravens versus the Giants. Honestly, the Giants almost beat the Saints last week, but that's because the Saints were playing pretty horrible. Drew Lock, he threw an interception, but he threw over 200 yards. Malik Neighbors, I think he had over 70 yards. Tracy Jr., he had a touchdown, I believe. But I feel like their team just isn't good. That's why they're basically tied for the worst team in the NFL right now.
They want that first-round pick. That's what it is.
They want Shador Sanders, but they don't know the Raiders are going to get him, bro. But I think the same things that happened to the Giants as last week. They're going to struggle, especially with the good defense like the Ravens. I got the Ravens winning this matchup. Lamar Jackson's gonna ball out. Derrick Henry, best running back, or maybe Saquon is there. Derrick Henry's there. Maybe not the best running back in the league, but he's up there. And
they got the top 2 running backs in the league.
They got 2, dude. The only thing about them is I don't know who's good in the receiving game. Deontay Johnson. I don't know if he got suspended. I don't know what happened with him, but he's having some locker room issues. Mm-hmm. So if he's out, it's Zay Flowers or Mark Andrews, but these guys are very inconsistent. So I feel like that's something they got to work on, especially going into the playoffs. But I got the Ravens winning this matchup.
Yeah, for this one, honestly, it should be an easy win for the Ravens.
Yeah.
The Giants, they proved they want that first-round pick. We all seen that run by Drew Lock.
Yeah, that's true.
Easy first down, and what he do? He ran to the side and got tackled.
Trash.
They can't make it any more obvious. The Ravens, they should be able to get an easy win.
Yeah.
Honestly, Drew Lock, sometimes these are games where we're like, oh, this is going to be a game. Ravens are going to come in and shut them out.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, this backup quarterback just comes in and puts up a good game. But honestly, the Ravens should be able to come out with the easy win.
Yeah, this is going to be an easy matchup. We both got the Ravens winning this game. For our next matchup, we have the Jets versus the Jaguars. And honestly, the Jets almost beat the Dolphins last week. Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams both had amazing games. And this was without Breece Hall, dude. Isaiah Davis, he had a touchdown. I know you picked them up in fantasy.
Came in clutch.
He did pretty good. Braylon Allen, do you think Breece Hall's going to start this week?
Honestly, they're in a situation where they don't need a win. They're not trying to make a playoff run anymore. So I wouldn't doubt it if they just set him out.
I think they don't want to get their players injured, but honestly, even without Breece Hall, I still got the Jets winning. I feel like Aaron Rodgers is going to feed his receivers. Garrett Wilson and Adams have been doing good. And I know the Jaguars won their last game, but they only put up 10 points, dude. Like, they're going to have to put up a lot of more points if they want to beat the Jets. Luckily for them, the Jets don't have a great defense, so I feel like Brian Thomas Jr. could have a great game. I said ETN was going to have a great game last week, and he had a really good game in the receiving game. I feel like the running game still has to do a lot better, but I got the Jets winning this matchup.
Yeah, both these teams, they're both playing for a spot in the toilet bowl. But for that reason, I'm going to go with the Jets. The Jets should be able to come out with the win.
Yeah.
The only problem is somehow, some way, they always find a way to lose. Aaron Rodgers, the good thing is last week he finally went for over 300 yards.
Oh, shoot.
His wide receivers, Devontae Adams, Wilson, both stepped up, balled out. And yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers should be able to do it again. Yeah. The Jaguars, they have Mac Jones, nothing great.
Yeah.
But I don't know. For some reason, like I said, it's the Jets. They always find a way to lose. So I wouldn't doubt it. At the end, the Jaguars made a last-minute push, try to win the game. But Jets should be able to come out with the win.
I'm going to disagree. I'm going to say Aaron Rodgers balls out this game. This is going to be a blowout, man. We both got the Jets winning this matchup. Next up, we have the Cowboys versus the Panthers. Honestly, the Panthers been playing really good football.
They've been balling out lately.
Dude, they could have beat the Eagles, but Leggett had to drop that pass, bro. Bryce Young gave a perfect ball. He's been playing really good football, dude.
Honestly, if Leggett would have caught that, they would have probably won that game. And I did call it. I said the Panthers were going to be in this game the whole time.
You did. And, dude, if they beat the Eagles, dude, there would have been headlines everywhere for that. But Bryce Young is playing amazing football. Jonathan Brooks is out for the season. Most likely, he re-aggravated his ACL tear. I think he tore it again. So Chuba Hubbard's going to be the main guy. They extended him for a reason. He's going to ball out. Adam Thielen is doing amazing.
Crazy catches every week. Coming in clutch all the time.
Dude, the Panthers are playing at home. Call me crazy. I got the Panthers winning this matchup. The Panthers are hot right now. They're going to beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys struggle against the Bengals. They just lost. Rico Dowdle had a great game. CeeDee Lamb had a great game. But I feel like Cooper Rush is not it. Dude, we seen it in the fourth quarter. He had a chance to beat the Bengals or at least tie it, and he choked, bro. Yeah. I got the Panthers winning this matchup at home. Keep pounding.
You know who I'm going with. I'm going to go with the Panthers. Bryce Young's been balling out every week. I've been saying that for the past couple of weeks. He's getting better every single week.
He is.
And Adam Thielen helping him out.
So good.
For that reason, come on, Panthers should be able to come out with the win.
Let's go.
Honestly, yeah, the Cowboys did put up a good game.
Yeah.
We expected them to, maybe get blown out by the Bengals. But they put up a good game. Rico Dowdle helped out that team a lot.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb stepped up.
Yeah.
But come on, the Panthers, they're due for a win.
They're
due for a win right now.
That's the best way of putting it.
This is time. They get that win. Bryce Young, come on, put some respect on his name.
Hey, we both have the Panthers winning this matchup. Next up, we have the Bucks versus the Chargers. Honestly, this is going to be a really good matchup. Both these teams are basically the same team, dude.
AFC version of the NFC team.
Both these teams are looking to go to the playoffs. I feel like it's going to be a really good matchup. The Chargers, Justin Herbert, he was injured last game, but honestly, he still played through it. I think he's going to do the same thing. I feel like the one thing about the Chargers, their run game is non-existent. No one's doing good in the run game, but I feel like maybe if Ladd McConkey comes back, I feel like they're going to do really good in the receiving game. Will Disley's out for 2 to 4 weeks, I think. He's not going to play. So I feel like they need a lot of things to happen for them to win this game. As for the Bucks, I like how they're playing. Bucky Irving is going to be out most likely, but they still got Sean Tucker. They have Rashard White. Mike Evans is going to get his 1,000 yards. I'm calling it. That dude's going to ball out. But for this game, I got the Chargers winning. It's at home. I feel like they're the better team as of right now, but I do expect Baker Mayfield to have a really great game.
Yeah, for this one, I'm going to go with the Chargers as well. Quentin Johnson finally able to hold on to the ball and not drop it every single time. For the Bucks, they keep turning the ball over, and that's one thing that keeps affecting them.
That's right.
If you have three turnovers in one game, you're not going to win the game.
Nope.
Yeah, and the Chargers, John Harbaugh, he's a great coach, and he always finds a way to win this game. And for that reason, come on, we're going with the Chargers. They should be able to get the win, bolt up.
And they had a really great game against the Chiefs, too. So we both got the Chargers winning this matchup. For our next matchup, we have the Colts versus Broncos. Honestly, I feel like this could be a great matchup. Bo Nix, he didn't play too well against the Browns last time before his bye week, but he's still a great quarterback. Rookie of the year, most likely. He's been playing amazing. I feel like the run game, it's very inconsistent. Like, you never know who's going to be the number one. Last time it was McLaughlin. Maybe it might be Javonte Williams now or Estime. You never know. And for the wide receiver core, Cortland Sutton, he's him, number one receiver for them. And the Colts, I'm not an Anthony Richardson fan. I think they got lucky when they beat the Patriots. They went for the 2-point conversion. As a runner, he's amazing. But when it comes to passing the ball, I feel like he has a lot of turnovers. And the Broncos have the no-fly zone. So I got the Broncos winning this one. They're going to get a lot of turnovers, and they're going to win this matchup.
Yeah, for this one, the Broncos should be able to come off with the easy win. Richardson, bro, he's not him.
He's not,
And Bo Nix, he's been doing great. Mims finally stepped up, balled out. Both of the receivers went for over 100 yards.
Yep.
And yeah, Bo Nix, he's playing really good football right now. For the Colts, Anthony Richardson, I don't know. I just can't trust them. Jonathan Taylor, he does his thing, but I feel like they always come up short. Last week, they did get that lucky win, but honestly, they should have lost. I don't know how they come out with the win. Broncos should be able to come out on top on this one.
Yeah, we both got the Broncos winning this matchup. For our next matchup, we have the Patriots versus the Cardinals. The Cardinals played pretty bad against the Seahawks last week. Kyler Murray, 2 interceptions, and they were bad interceptions too. But James Conner having a great season and had a great game last week. Marvin Harrison Jr., he needs to step up. He needs to get a lot more targets. Trey McBride, though. You know, Trey McBride, I think, has like top 10 receptions in the league, but no touchdowns his whole season.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, but he's an amazing player. Expect to have a great game. Hopefully, he finally gets his touchdown. As for the Patriots, when they play the Colts before their bye week, I feel like they played really good. They just got unlucky at the end. Drake May had a great game. I think he did throw an interception. He's throwing at least one interception every game. That's one thing he has to stop doing if they want to beat the Cardinals this week. And the run game, you already know, I don't like Stevenson. I feel like they got to do a lot better. And their wide receiver core, they got no one, dude. So I have no idea who's going to do good in the receiving game. Maybe Hunter Henry, wide receiver 1, bro. Who knows? But for this matchup, I got the Cardinals winning. I feel like they're the way better team. McBride and Harrison Jr. are going to have a really great game this game.
Yeah, for this one, I'm going to go with the Cardinals. Come on.
Yeah.
I feel like the Patriots and the Cardinals are two different teams.
Yep.
And the Patriots, one thing about them is they find a way to get turnovers, you know?
Dude, all
and
the time.
Kyler Murray, he be throwing interceptions sometimes, so it might affect them. What he has to do is take care of the football.
Yep.
Depend on, James Conner, who's...
Yep.
Bro,
Dude,
come on. He's been playing really good,
really
underrated
good
this season. And his receivers should be able to help him out. McBride, Marvin Harrison, like you said, he needs more targets. Every time I'm watching the game, so I'm like, get the ball to your playmakers. You know, Marvin Harrison, he's proved that he can when he gets the ball, he can make plays. And
he can.
Come on, get the ball to him. I feel like there's nothing much to say. Cardinals should be able to get an easy win.
Yeah, this is gonna be an easy matchup. We both got the Cardinals winning. For our next matchup, we have the Bills versus the Lions. Game of the week. This game's going to be crazy. Super Bowl matchup. Who knows?
It could be.
It could happen this year, but both these teams are playing amazing. I like how the Lions are playing. And I say every week, they're such a great coach team. Their coach, he has a big load of, dude? This guy, he goes for on 4th down every single time and gets it. And, dude, I love how the Lions are playing. Jared Goff is a really good quarterback. Their running game's amazing. Amon St. Brown, he didn't have a great game last week, but I feel like he's going to have a great game this week. As for the Bills, Josh Allen, first quarterback in NFL history to pass for 3 touchdowns and rush for 3 touchdowns in one game. He's doing amazing, and he's carrying this team. If the Bills beat the Lions this week, Josh Allen's going to be MVP. And even if they don't, he's having such a great season. I feel like he could still win MVP. For this matchup, I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions. They're playing at home. They're the better coach team. I feel like they're going to be able to stop the Bills. The Bills struggled against the Rams, especially defensively, so I feel like they're going to have a hard time stopping the Lions this week.
Yeah, for this one, I'm going to go with the Lions as well. Come on, they've been on fire. The Bills have been on fire as well.
Yeah.
But one thing is the coaching.
Yep.
The Lions, they got a coaching staff that, come on,
crazy,
bro. Every
dude.
week, I feel like they're an aggressive team. They bully you. And the Bills, come on, last week, instead of forcing them to kick that the field goal, be down by 6 points, they did not trust Josh Allen to go down and score a touchdown. Come on.
Crazy.
You got to be aggressive. You got to trust your players. Josh Allen, to me, best quarterback right now.
Easily.
You got to trust him. And, play calling. Come on. Like I said, a big reason why I'm going with the Lions is their coaching style. And
dude, crazy.
Come on. I mean,
man.
Bro, they're the top team right now.
They always go for it, and they're always going to get it. For that reason, we both got the Lions winning this matchup. Next up, we got the Steelers versus the Eagles. This is going to be another amazing matchup. The Eagles, they played okay against the Panthers. I'm going to be honest, they should have lost that game. But the run game is amazing. Saquon Barkley, I said Derrick Henry was the best running back in the league, but honestly, it's Saquon Barkley this year. He's balling out. Jalen Hurts is doing okay, but dude, I think he had like 100 passing yards, right? He didn't do too good in the passing game. A.J. Brown has beef with Jalen Hurts, bro. He's telling him to get him the ball. He's mad that he's not getting the ball. Devontae Smith had a touchdown, but he only had 4 receptions. If the Eagles want to win games, here's the thing I'll say. If the Eagles don't have the lead, it's going to be hard for them to come back because they don't pass the ball. They only win games because they always have the lead. They run the ball, and they're really good at doing that. But this week, they're playing the Steelers, who have a really good defense. Russell Wilson has been cooking. George Pickens, most likely, he's going to be out. He's been dealing with a hamstring injury, I believe. So I don't know who they're going to throw the ball to, but I think that just means they have to rely on Jaylen Warren and Najee Harris to run the ball. But for this matchup, I got the Eagles winning just because Saquon's still there. They're still a talented team. A.J. Brown is still there. And Jalen Hurts has to step up and throw the ball a lot more to win this game.
Yeah, for this one, honestly, it's going to be a great matchup.
Yeah.
Both teams have been on fire.
Yep.
But one thing is, T.J. Watt's a beast, bro.
I always forget about him,
and he's going to show up. And for that reason, I'm going with the upset. I'm going with the Steelers.
Crazy.
Everyone's expecting the Steelers to get smacked.
Yeah.
But come on, bro. You think the Eagles are going to be able to put up that many points against this defense?
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. T.J. Watt, bro, he's a beast. I wish he would have gone to the Packers. Yeah. And Russell Wilson, he needs to get it together a little. Yeah. I feel like sometimes he has a good opportunities.
Yeah.
But, bro, he'd be like overthrowing the receivers, get that ball. Throw it a little more accurate, and you're gonna get a win, and that's exactly what I think is gonna happen.
That's crazy.
I could be a little delusional, but come on, I don't want the Eagles to win. I want the Steelers to win.
Honestly, if the Steelers defense steps up, I could easily see them winning this matchup. This is gonna be a really great game. Let us know who you guys got winning this matchup.
For the next game, we got my Green Bay Packers playing in Seattle. For this one, honestly, it's gonna be a great matchup.
Yep.
The Packers in Seattle, every time they meet, it's gonna be a good game. For this one, I do this every week, and you know who I'm going with. The Green Bay Packers. The Seahawks are a great team. Geno Smith's been playing really good. Smith-Najiba's been balling out lately.
Has, dude.
And Charbonnet came in, stepped up in that running game and passing game.
He balled out.
I'm scared. I'm not going to lie. The Seahawks are doing really good, but at the end of the day, we got Jordan Love.
Yep.
We got the best quarterback in the NFL. Nah, not the best quarterback, but come on. That's my GOAT right there.
Whose boy is
Jordan
this?
Love, he's a great quarterback. I expect him to do his thing, get the ball to his receivers. Christian Watson, he's been stepping up over 100 yards again. Romeo Doubs should be back. Josh Jacobs should be able to take care of the ball a little better, run the ball. And yeah, come on. The Packers should be able to come out on top. Yeah. I hope they do. But honestly, this is going to be a close game. Go Pack, go. Let's get this stub.
How about Jaden Reed? He's balling out too, or what?
Jaden Reed, he was running cardio last week. This week, he's going to be getting a couple more catches.
All right, for this matchup, it's a really tough matchup. I'm scared, bro. I don't know what I should say right now.
Keep in mind, every time Josh puts on the cheesehead, he's 7-0. Will he put on the cheesehead?
All I'm saying is Geno Smith has been playing amazing. JSN, he's actually a top 10 fantasy receiver this season. It's crazy how good he's doing. I didn't know he was doing this great. Metcalf's going to have a great game. The Packers, they struggled against the Lions. I feel like this week they should be playing a lot better. I'm 7-0 when I put on the cheesehead, and this week I'm going to be 8-0.
Let's go! Go Pack,
go. Go Pack, go. Jordan Love's going to ball out. Josh Jacobs had 3 touchdowns last week. He's going to have another 3 touchdowns. Jaden Reed's not putting up a donut. He's going to do a lot better. I got the Packers being the Seahawks at home.
All I'm going to say, Packers is a lock. Josh, put on that cheesehead. You better know this is a lock. Cash out. Put your money on the Packers if you want to make some money.
Let's go. To start off Monday Night Football, we have a great division matchup. The Vikings are on fire right now, dude. They smoked the Falcons last week. Sam Darnold, 5 or 6 touchdowns. He hit 5 touchdowns, balled out, dude. I hope you started in fantasy. Jordan Addison, dude. This
balled
guy,
out.
I think this is his second or third week in a row where he's balling out. Justin Jefferson had a great week too. And the Vikings, I used to say they're frauds, but I'm starting to believe in the Vikings, dude.
Yeah, they're pretty good right now.
And it's also because of their defense. Their defense is playing good. Overall, the Vikings are looking like a great team. I feel like the only thing is Aaron Jones. I feel like he's inconsistent at times, but I feel like if he has a great game, the Vikings are one of the best teams in the NFL. It sounds crazy to say that, but I feel like they're truly up there.
Best division right now.
Bro, easily. NFC North is up there. And for the Bears, they struggled against the Niners. I feel like no one got it going. DeAndre Swift, I told everyone, I feel like he's a decent running back, but he's just not in a great situation. I feel like they don't do great in the running game. Roshan Johnson was injured, I believe, but Romo Dunze, he had 2 touchdowns. I feel like DJ Moore's the number one, though. I feel like DJ Moore and Keenan Allen they got to get the ball, and Caleb Williams has to do a better job of that. But for this one, I feel like it's a no-brainer. I got to go with the Vikings. They're playing amazing right now, and they're going to win this game.
Yeah, for this one, all I got to say is the Vikings are getting the win, and the Bears still suck. Come on, it's a trash organization. They can't find a way to win. They come out, play against Niners who are hurt, beat up, and they get smacked. Come on, I'm not going with the trash Bears. They're trash.
Right.
They don't. Caleb Williams, he's a great quarterback. Come on. You're playing for a trash organization. You're not going to be getting wins. The Vikings are hot. They're on fire right now.
Playing so good.
Probably one of their best seasons right now.
Yep, easily.
And I expect them to get an easy win. It's a division game, so it might be a little
it could
closer,
be close. You never know.
But come on, the Vikings are on fire. Justin Jefferson finally got a touchdown. I heard he hasn't got a touchdown
in a long time.
Yeah, in a good while. Jordan Addison, I was watching that game. It looked like he was open every play.
It's crazy.
And he's playing with heart. When he gets that ball, he's fighting for those extra yards, and that's what I love about that team right now.
Yeah.
So come on, Vikings should be able to get the easy win.
Yeah, this is gonna be a great game. We both got the Vikings winning this matchup. For our next matchup, we got the Falcons versus the Raiders. Honestly, I feel like the Raiders got a chance to win this game. I know you think they're not going to win, but honestly, I hope they lose. We got the first round pick, number 1, Shedeur Sanders. You're coming home. I know you want to play with us, but honestly, no one's looking good for the Raiders except for Brock Bowers. Desmond Ridder, the Riddler, he's coming back. Revenge game against the Falcons. He's going to want to win this game. I feel like he's going to play with extra heart. I feel like for this game, honestly, because we got a new quarterback, people are saying that Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers aren't going to do good. I feel like they're going to have great games just because Riddler's going to throw the ball. But honestly, I got the Falcons winning. One stat, though, Kirk Cousins in the past 4 games, 8 interceptions, no touchdown.
That's crazy.
That stat's going to change this week. Kirk Cousins is going to have a great game. Bijan's the only one in that team that looks really good, and he's going to keep playing good, especially against a weak defense like the Raiders. I got the Falcons winning, and honestly, it's going to be an easy matchup.
Yeah, for this one, I'm gonna go with the Falcons just because I want the Raiders to get that first round pick. Come on. The Raiders, bro, they're the Raiders. I'm sorry. I say this every week. The Raiders are a trash organization.
We really are.
They can't find a way to win. I'm sorry. I know that's your team.
I know.
But it's facts. The Falcons, Kirk Cousins been balling out every week over like 300 yards.
Oh, I will say that. He always gets the yards.
He's been balling out. Yeah. But come on,
no touchdowns though.
Bijan Robinson, he's been balling out. Algier though, I think he stepped up too.
Dude, he did. Yeah. He had a great game. It was crazy.
But come on, I feel like this is an easy game. Monday night, actually sometimes those random Monday night primetime games are a little boring, and someone randomly wins, just like today's game. But nah,
I hope the Raiders don't. I hope the Raiders don't win this game. We both got the Falcons winning. Let us know who you guys got winning down below. Next up, we have our spreads of the week. For my spreads, I got the Jets -3.5, the Commanders -7.5, and the 49ers -2.5.
For my spreads, I got the Bengals -4.5, Cardinals -6, and Packers -3.
Yes, sir. And now for the best segment of the week, we got parlays of the week. For my parlay, I got the Commanders, the Vikings, and the Bengals.
For my parlay, I got the Ravens, the Broncos, and the Cardinals.
Yes, sir. Let's make this money. Let's cash out.
Let's go.
Thank you guys for watching another week of JandJPickEm. This is 7 weeks in a row of double-digit wins. This is what we do for you guys. And we always say you truly do win your pick'em if you get double-digit wins every week. Also, check out our Instagram story. We always post our picks if we do switch them 1 hour before game time. We really appreciate all the followers you guys are giving us on Instagram.
One more thing, our next goal is 3,000 subscribers.
Yes, sir.
So make sure to like and subscribe. You guys are the only ones that are able to help us hit our goals. This was Juan.
This was Josh.
And this was JandJPickEm.